Yooka Laylee IL. Yeah, sorry. It could have been the stream, so I restarted it. The stream is long enough anyway. I try to keep it broken into manageable chunks. But basically, what I was trying to say is it's not even a thing about it's not even a thing about Putin. It's just a thing about ruling in general. You know, a lot of these people, these dictators, choose to rule through fear because, you know, it's much harder to get somebody to love you or respect you. You have to do stuff. It's much easier to say, hey, I've got the guns, and now you're going to do what I say, or fuck you. But the problem with ruling through fear is you have to constantly be on guard. The second you show any weakness, you're going down. You know, it's like wolves circling a bloody carcass. They're waiting for any opportunity to snap your fucking throat. Or, I'm sorry, to eat, you know, bite out your throat. And, you know, in a short time period, Putin had he's getting his country's ass whooped by a country a fraction of the size with a fraction of the infantry. He's been embarrassed by losing most of his army and showing that he has very shitty supplies, shitty equipment, shitty gear, artillery. And, you know, he nearly got taken over by his own fucking man. I forget his name, the leader of the mercenaries. And the only reason he didn't get taken over is because that guy decided to stop. He didn't go through with it. He could have. He was fucking marching on their Pentagon. So, I mean, he's kind of fucked, no matter what he does, honestly. I mean, say he takes over Ukraine, okay? Well, you made yourself look like a fucking laughingstock, and taking over Ukraine is gonna fix that. You depleted nearly all of your army, and your fucking resources. And right now, Ukraine, fuck Ukraine, you got all your people circling around Ukraine. What's going to happen when the war is over? There's nobody to send them after. And like, oh man, we have no resources. You depleted them all. They're going to fucking circle around Putin. I understand, you know, he's a powerful guy. He rules through intimidation, man. But you piss off enough people long enough, and a lynch mob is going to get you. Doesn't matter how powerful you are. Many, 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 many untouchable men. Yeah. Have wound up getting fucked by a lynch mob. Oh, I'm untouchable. Okay? Half of the fucking French rulers who were killed with the guillotine thought they were untouchable. Look how that went for them. Fidel Castro thought he was untouchable. Look how that turned out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, he's slipping. And when you're in the position that he has, ruling through fear, you can't afford to slip. I mean, the whole thing, man, is just a fucking band-aid. Okay? He depleted the country's, like, entire resources. It's estimated that in actuality, Putin is the richest man in the world. He's a trillionaire. Okay? His wealth is unreported, but many variable things, okay? So he has basically drained all of the wealth of Russia into his own pockets. And I mean, I'm sure that's great for him. I mean, not that you would ever need that much money. I mean, what would you even do with $1 trillion fucking dollars? You know what I'm saying? He probably just sits there and tries to think of shit to do. But, you know, the problem with that is he fucking drained all the resources. And he can't give it back. So, you know, he took over Crimea. You know, but that put a tiny band-aid on it, didn't get rid of the source of the problem. He spent through that. And now he is once again trying to take over so he can replenish the coffers. He's like, well, we're struggling over here. You know, they're getting upset. We're in poverty. You know, because, like, seriously, like, right now, Russia is not doing good. Even before the war, Russia was not doing good. Their economy was shit. They were suffering. People were getting paid barely living wage. Like, the whole country's infrastructure was already fucked before any of this. So he's like, we'll go to Ukraine. You know, it'll be easy, and we'll plunder the country, and we'll replenish our stocks. And that'll get the people away from trying to fucking come after me. And I'm assuming he intended to go after Germany next, because his people were already saying Germany was also a Nazi territory. You know, like Ukraine should be reclaimed. So I guess that was the plan, was to take over Ukraine and then use that as a staging ground to take over more shit. So that way he can keep replenishing the coffers. Because, you know, once all of the supplies are gone, they're gonna come for him. It's like, well, we don't have any food. We can't make any jobs. You know? You're to blame. Fuck you. So, you know, even if he had managed to, you know, take over Ukraine swiftly, it still would have just been a band-aid. And then he would have had to do more shit. It's unsustainable, okay? There's been plenty of times when a country's taken over another country. The difference is those countries were stable. They didn't desperately need to take that country over to continue existing. So, you know, I understand he has people scared, okay? But you can only get so many people hungry for so long before they lynch you. They get hungry enough, they get desperate enough, and there's nobody else for him to point the blame at, they're gonna have his head on a fucking pike. You know, like, and like I was saying, it's not just a Russian thing, it's a power thing, okay? It's the same thing. I forget the name of the fucking guy who runs China. He, fuck. Yeah, he's just, you know, the president of China, whatever. And he, you know, people were making such a big deal that they were laughing because, you know, he basically banned Winnie the Pooh from being mentioned in the country because people made fun of him over him looking like Winnie the Pooh for some fucking reason. You know, and they were like, oh my god, it's just a silly joke. But see, that's the thing. He rules through fear. He can't have people laughing at him. The second people start taking him as a threat, he's fucked. You know, these people, these dictators, time and time again, have taken over countries, and their thought process is, oh, I'll just take it over, you know, with fear. But then when they get in power, they're like, oh my god, suddenly, now I'm the one living in fear, sleeping before when I open, because the second I relax, somebody's gonna fucking knife me in my bed. How many fucking, I swear to God, I think I read somewhere there was like no less than 14 attempts. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. As soon as they get NATO involved, it's bad. Germany themselves is way more equipped than Russia. And this is not the same thing as, World War II. That was Germany invading Russia in the middle of winter. It's a totally different story from Russia trying to invade Germany. It's a losing proposition. So, like I said, best case scenario, Putin takes over Ukraine, and he's able to put a band-aid on the bleeding, buy himself a little more time. But how long is that going to buy him? A country the size of Russia, with the amount of deficit that they have, I can't imagine that's going to buy them very long. And the reputation of the country's been shattered. I'm going to assume that the infrastructure, the artillery, the weapons, the equipment of Russia has been shit for a while, but we didn't really know that because we didn't see them in battle. Now that we've seen them in battle and seen that they're rocking shit from the Cold War, that they're literally still using stuff from the 80s, you can't close that box. And it's not like he's going to fucking retool his infrastructure. It's the same as like he was trying to threaten Xi Jinping. He was trying to threaten Ukraine with nuclear weapons. Like, bro, you're not going to use nuclear weapons. Like, I don't know. No, he's not, okay? He needs to take over Ukraine to drain their resources to keep his country afloat, to keep him in one piece. If he nukes it, there's going to be nothing to take. He's not going to drain it. He can't drain it. If he fucking nuked it, he'd be fucking himself. As well as the fact that if he nuked it, you can guarantee with it sitting on the border of Russia that there's going to be nuclear fallout on his own fucking country. So besides the fact that he would completely fuck the country he was trying to take over, yeah, exactly, you get it. It's embarrassing, man. How many people fucking kowtow to China? Like, massive corporations. Like, I mean, absurdly big corporations. Just, like, massive corporations. And then you actually have people simping for communism. Jesus Christ. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say America's perfect. Far fucking from it, man. Nor am I gonna say that other countries in the world are perfect, man. But if you think fucking communism is the answer, man, you are sorely fucking mistaken. And that's what's hilarious to me, man. Every fucking time these people come along and they're like, no, guys, that wasn't real communism. Yeah, tankies. That wasn't real communism. That was fake communism. Real communism hasn't been attempted. We're gonna do it right this time. Do you know how many fucking people, how many times throughout history, just in like the recorded history, that communism has been attempted? And they all said, no, we're going to get it right this time. And then it wound up being just as bad. Like, if you look through history, like, fucking every single time that communism has been attempted, it has always ended badly. Didn't matter the country, didn't matter the period. it just, you know, well, I mean, it's pretty fucking simple, to be frank with you. It's a simple thing, okay? Abraham Lincoln put it pretty succinctly. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Okay, communism on paper is great. Hey, this is the government. It's their job to provide for us, so they should provide for us. Everybody should pitch in and help each other. But the thing is, okay, when you give the government absolute power, okay, you have to pray that nobody bad comes along, okay? Because when the government has absolute power, all it takes is one asshole to fuck everything up. And if you know people, you know that an asshole popping up is a fucking certainty. It doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter when. Sooner or later, an asshole is going to show up, okay? And the systems that we have in place in other forms of government to get rid of them doesn't work in communism. So once somebody pops up, everybody's fucking buckle up. You know, so it's a fucking inevitability. I mean, I'm not really big on Lenin. I mean, I appreciate what he was trying to do. I appreciate that he, in my opinion, it seems like he did care about Russia, but I don't really agree with what he did or his policies, especially because he was talking about the working man and all this fucking shit. Even though Lenin came from money and was fucking taking care of his whole life. It's really hard for me to believe you're one of the common guys when you had a gold spoon up your ass your whole life. But at least Lenin tried to do good. Okay? And then what happened? One person, Stalin, came along and fucked it all up. You went from bad to fucking horrible. That's what happens when you go communism. It only takes one bad person to fuck everybody. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, this entire time, like every single time communism has been attempted, it's failed horribly. But sure, you're gonna be the person that makes it work. Nobody else in history has ever made it work, but you're gonna do it. Also, not to mention the fact that I just disagree with the entire concept of communism with the whole you don't own anything thing, because so if on one end we have unchecked capitalism, which is everybody, I want everything. I don't think that should exist. Don't get me wrong, I think people can be rich, okay? You can be rich and not be an asshole. And I believe people should be allowed to do well for themselves, okay? I'm talking about when somebody has all the money. When they just have so much money that it negatively impacts the entire country, that's when it becomes a problem. It's not having a lot of money that's the problem, it's having all the money that's the problem. Okay, you can be a millionaire, and still, live super well and not be fucking ridiculous and be siphoning the country dry. Like Putin. If he had been less greedy, he probably could still be riding the coattails. He had to have it all, though. But, so I don't believe in owning everything. But on the other end of the spectrum, on unchecked communism, you own nothing. Bro, people should be able to own fucking shit, okay? I don't believe in communal property. Let me have my own shit. Fuck you. You get yours. Communism and capitalism are almost two sides of the same coin, okay? And where we want to be is in the middle. Instead, we're fucking, you know? Yeah, exactly. Dude, Stalin killed more people than Hitler. Stalin literally killed more people than Hitler. A lot more, okay? Okay, Stalin, by himself, killed more than the entire, all of World War II put together, okay? I think I read somewhere that, here, hold on one second, let me quickly Google it, what the total casualties was. Yeah, okay, so an estimated 70 to 85 million people died in World War II, and that's counting all sides, including the Nazis, okay? Stalin is believed to be responsible for at least the deaths of 100 million people. Okay? Fucking Stalin single-handedly caused more deaths in his own fucking country than all of the deaths for all of the world in World War II, the deadliest war ever, fucking combined. And it could have been even worse. We got lucky, okay? Because when Stalin died, he was in the middle of trying to start another Holocaust. He hated Jews just as bad as Hitler. Okay, they both, like, they bonded over hating Jews. So, shortly before he died, he was actually starting to round up Jews and put them in camps and building concentration camps. He was going to start another fucking Holocaust. And thankfully, he had a stroke and died, okay? But yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, we don't know the full kill count. That's what I'm saying. It's estimated, though, over 100 million. And, you know, that's what I'm saying, dude. As bad as that is. As bad as everything that he did was. And it almost was worse. Like, you know, we got lucky he had a fucking stroke, otherwise he would have caused a second Holocaust. And, before even World War II, he basically already did. You know. Oh no. Like I said, it's estimated, here, let me check. Yeah, the Holodomor. I'm getting a lot of conflicting numbers. So, who knows? Could be 100 million, could be 50 million. That is, unfortunately, the problem. But yeah. I'd still say Stalin killed much more people than fucking Hitler. Yeah, it's insanely weird how few people talk about the Holodomor. Most people, you know, have no idea it even fucking exists. It's so weird. But yeah, not trying to go into a whole fucking spiel about, you know, World War II and all that. I get started talking about something, and it's like a train of thought I follows in my head. Hard to turn off. Yeah. Well, see, history has always kind of been my thing. I spent a lot of time researching history. Not just my history, but like a lot of different history. World War II, World War One, you know, the settling of America, European history, the Dark Age, the Renaissance. Like I've always been a big fan of history. I've done a lot of research on history. Yeah. There's gotta be a way to fucking blow up those houses. Just haven't figured it out yet. Although I will say, I think American history gets kind of a bum rep. I've heard a lot of people. Yeah, exactly. I've heard. Oh, here we go. I've heard a lot of people who say that compared to other countries, America's history is boring. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I mean, if you look at it from a sheerly numbers perspective, then yeah, okay, America is still a relatively young country. But like, if you look at the amount of shit that's happened in the 200-300 years that America's been around compared to other countries, the sheer amount of stuff that we've done in 200-300 years is unparalleled. So, you know, like, people saying that American history is boring, I really disagree with. Ah, damn it. I mean, American history, you have the Wild West, Civil War, you know, the Revolutionary War, the fucking, Great Depression, Prohibition, the Roaring Twenties, you know, the Industrial Age, the 50s. Like, there is a lot into American history. We probably more than any other country have done a shit ton in a very short period of time. Like, compare, like, the 200-300 years America has been around to other countries that have been around thousands of years. Yeah. Yeah, see, I feel like yeah, definitely one of the world's superpowers. Used to be, you know, it was America, China, and Russia were the three. Now I'm not sure. Things kind of changed. Oh, come on, bro. There's... Nope. I wondered if throwing it on those would have any effect. Yeah. You know, like I've said before, I am far from somebody who's going to say America's perfect. America's got a lot of problems, but ultimately I do love my country. So I disagree with a lot of the anti-American sentiment that I see. Oh yeah, no, for sure. Definitely, we 1000% could do better. But then I also don't agree with what a lot of people say. That we're just wearing our fucking shit. I think it falls somewhere in between. Obviously, America could improve, but, you know, I'm not going to say I hate my country either. Or that my country sucks. I don't think it does. You can acknowledge where your country needs to improve and still love your country. It's like just because you criticize something doesn't mean you don't like it. Oh shit, I did get it. Ah. Oh, sweet, okay. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's pretty fair. Okay, I think I have to hit. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have to hit that building with the explosive. He's like, my house is so sturdy you can't do it. Yeah. That's fair. That's funny. Sup, life's a beach. Oh yeah, okay, if I manage to get the page over here, I can use it to switch up the level. Oh god. That's just kind of mean. Okay, I get how it's gonna work now. Now I just have to play the waiting game. Somehow it got me anyway. Motherfucker. Oh well. Shit happens. All right, I'm actually pretty tired. I've been sleeping very well. I'm gonna take a break and probably sleep. If you wanna watch me when I get up, you can. If not, I appreciate it. Either way, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day.